Oops. sorry about that. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the button. I looked over and the desktop audio was very, very low. And I was like, wait, are they not hearing the wonderful music from Ulda? And then I realized that no, probably you weren't. So I apologize for that. Hello, it's pine time. I'm just sitting here vibing to nighttime in Ulda, and I'm like, I look over and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I don't think anybody else is hearing this wonderful music. Turn myself down. So anyway, hi, hello, welcome. I am the Visual Pine as always, and thank you for hanging out, despite the fact that you couldn't hear a bloody thing. What was I gonna say? Hello, hi, welcome, Colt, Jed, Valentine, Kilroy, 334, Thorin, good to see you all. Hope you had a decent day. I had a interesting day. As in my tweet from yesterday with, Xenos. I think got retweeted by the Final Fantasy 14 memes, and let's just say that tweet is still going as we speak. In fact, every couple minutes it's like I have a new notification. That new notification is somebody else bloody retweeting it and somebody else liking it. And it is up to 203 likes and 99 retweets. Now, none of that has translated to, like, here, or Twitter even, but, still feels good, yeah? Feels good. Feels good to have a tweet go, what I would consider, for me, viral. Like, my normal interaction is, like, 5 to 20 likes, depending on what the news is, and then like maybe 1 retweet. So, and a tabby is logged in, and hit that little bell. Yeah. Right. All that stuff. Today we are going to hopefully get through patch 5.2, at least through most of it. That's the hope anyway, so let's get to it. I announced on Coffee today, I actually made a blog post, announced that Iron and Diamond tier supporters, I will work on a thing this weekend where they will get a thank you card at the end of every YouTube video from now on. There will be no video on Friday, but tiramisu. But you can definitely, you know what? I probably should change that. System. Dun, 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 dun. No, I don't need accessibility settings. Theme settings. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. What do I want? Where is it? Where is it? Oh well, I'll figure it out later. I've been on for a bit. Yeah, you logged off when I logged on, or when I started leveling my ninja stuff. Speaking of which, my ninja's like 42 now because I did 2 dungeons and I've got the Minfilia earring, and it's nice. So yeah, Revenant's Toll. Let's go. Which is good. I'm glad I only have to do like 2 dungeons to level past that dungeon. Or I only have to do that dungeon twice to get past that dungeon. It's nice. Very nice. Yeah. Mephili's earrings an EXP booster. Hold up. That's gonna get loud. Some reason that was at half mast. No wonder y'all couldn't hear anything. Oh, you'll be all right. That would explain. Very loud. Yes, I know. Oh, hi, Frozen. You're welcome. This is where I think I needed to see things. UI settings. Display display type, full name. There. Now our screen isn't cluttered with a bunch of stuff. What is the Novice Network? I don't know exactly, because I've never used it. One of those features they added after I was long past the Sprout. Oh, your poor father. All right, let's do this thing again. I figured it was something like that. Yes, it would be loud. Hold on. Estinian, hang on. Hold on. Might have a situation with unfortunate timing. What was that mark? Oh! It's about about to be chaos downstairs. A mother-in-law came over with the dog. I just heard a dog and I was like... I was really confused for a moment. Oh, not a big deal, just... The dogs are going to be very, very rambunctious right now. So there'll probably be some barking and annoyance. There we go. And here we split up. And we go down here and beat up Ultima Weapon. Well, I say we beat up Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon will probably beat us up. So how was everyone else's day? How are y'all doing? I know how Valentine's doing. Valentine had a fun day. Was your... Okay, so your post to Gilded said, I can feel all of my toes, and I'm like, man, I know that feeling, but I guess you meant you can't feel your toes, which is fine. I don't think it matters if I'm flying around or what. Oh. Got some kind of dot on me. I wish we got Alamorn, but no. Yeah, Alamorn's sweet. Like, that is a sweet ability there, Beam. Man, everybody'd be a Dragoon if they could just sit here and heal themselves all the time. I stood right in it. High beam. Alright. I got hit with all the self-detonates again. That happened last time. Proceed with normal. Over day, I work at a garbage workplace. So, oh, Kilroy, I'm so happy for you. Same? Why not both? I remember a time when Kilroy was so hopeful with this job, too. And then it turned to shit. All right. Try this again and figure out why the detonation is killing me. They sure they want that exit interview? Oh, have to grab lunch, Kilroy. Are these things using limit? Or am I just not gaining limit breaks? Oh no, it's automatically gaining limit. Okay. Well, you could catch up on Final Fantasy XIV, so Endwalker is current for you. Just a thought. How do I get to them? Wait, how do I get to them? Can I not get to the... Okay, I could get to these things, but I don't remember these things. Oh, they were the things I was dodging, I guess. Oh, what's the mod pack you got distracted by? Okay, all these things take one hit. That's good. Okay, much better. Get my health back up. Just gonna Mario them. Create above and beyond the official mod pack of the create. Oh, interesting, interesting. Oh, I see. We're almost at. Got it. I think we've got it this time. There'll be no one to stop us this time.
Taste my lance.
Well, well, well. My. That poor guy. Whoever he was. Oh, I better open my beer. Also, sadness, I can't dye the get up I'm wearing.
Are you all right?
It has to always be dark blue.
Peer into my past, did you?
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
Are we ever gonna address why the Warrior of Light all of a sudden he's starting to absolutely relive? He's not just witnessing, he's reliving things. I feel like I've missed something.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
And so am I! Wait, what?
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds. My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Rio has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something.
Okay.
Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Good.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even
One
if
less
we
thing
do
to
have a
worry
mysterious new
about.
threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riel and our shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
Aww.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Oh, what business is that, Astidian?
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Oh! She hit him with the Alfie.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Okay, so technically that's the end of 5.1. And our rest would be waiting for another patch. Unfortunately. I mean, I think everybody wants to kind of kick Estinian at this point. He's always late to the party. He is a pain in the butt when he's here. Oh, cool. We are full on Civil War. With the legions fighting amongst themselves. No. Boring, boring, boring. Do you think I find it amusing like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse? And there he is. Where master, I'm but another dog, and one of a new master, a hunting dog if you should wish it so, but full well the prey you wish to seek next. Zodiac. Wait a minute. Did he? Hmm. Here, the mayor's reopening Dallas Stoneworks and they're looking for laborers. Talking of resettling the old abandoned villages too. They're even laying out free talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Free talos? Huh, we best get packing. Steady work, board, and lodging. If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Huh? Hope. Huh? So long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. Nani? It is my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. What? That was definitely Aardvark in the flesh. Oh, it's Maxima. Now we're called to a meeting. Alamigan Quarter. Lots of things happening. That was the theory. That we kind of absorbed him. There at the fight with Hades. But, obviously the first is not done with old Ardvert yet. Oh, look. It's Gaius.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea. Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
I love the little posturing from me.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape.
We know.
When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima Weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals? With which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon
beat your
itself,
ass.
excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandarnus, and its leadership has changed hands several times since.
Hold on. I'm gonna point something out. Hold on, I'm putting it all together in my head.
Precisely
Never
how
mind. I was
this
trying to find a
project has
connection between
continued
Final
despite
Fantasy
such
VII and the
turmoil,
7th Imperial Legion.
and under
Lost
whose
it.
auspices remains a mystery.
Hi, Elegnor.
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress. So we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did. Though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
I was kind of going from the whole what happened at Cartano kind of thing. But,
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima Weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
There's a fun word. Can I get your gunblade?
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima Weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Ooh. So, content warning for those. I mean, I plan on streaming everything. From this point on, what I do Final Fantasy, outside of like level grinding and stuff and dungeon grinding, I do plan on streaming most everything this game involves. And why did this guy all of a sudden... I mean, Eleanor, is it any worse than anything we did in Persona 5? Because it's not worse than that, I think we'll be alright. How good are these weapons? Also, I figured. So I'll do these real quick, and then we'll go on with the. Don't threaten me with a good time. Hi, Joel. Ooh, there's a good question. What price must the world pay for my hubris? Nice! Well, Ruby Weapon looks cute. Very cute. I mean, those teeth. Codename Darnus. Is that a... Oh. Niall Van Darnus is the main antagonist of the original Final Fantasy XIV storyline. Legatus of the 7th Imperial Legion. Okay. It's very much an Ava. You know, when something's given a code name, you gotta look up what that code name is. And that's a little nod and wink to the Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. Oh, of course. I wish they would have put that at the very beginning of the side quest. Because you're amped up to get into it, and then you get there, and it's like, you need item level 455 to get in. Thanks. Hi, Crystal Exarch.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for chilling.
A new Ultima Weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
And all of that jazz. If you're enjoying the stream and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel for all the great Let's Plays and things that I do around here. If you're here and you haven't liked the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well.
This is indeed a worrying development. I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Glamour. The Ultima Weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
What if I won't?
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allagan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allagan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
I mean, I could knock on the door of the other crystal tower and wake the other Grahatia up.
My apologies.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Then why weren't you waiting outside? Why did you come in here and interrupt the meeting?
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Yes. It's like, she comes in and interrupts. You don't need to cut it short for me. Bye. Good night, Frozen. Thank you for being here. So, does that make me a matchmaker? Not that I'm aware of. Yes, yes, yes. Let's just go kill this senior already. An upcoming video on the channel will be a review for a game that I was gifted a code for. I think y'all will like it, but I want to do it as a review first and see how it goes. So that's something to look forward to.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself? Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, "Who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness?" And he says, "No, I'm a warrior of light." And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
That voice should not belong to a Rogdaran. I'm just saying. Should be at least two decibels deeper.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
It's a little odd, Alfie.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Never mind.
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was.
Well, no.
He seems a different man. A younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past.
Hey,
remind
Valentine.
him of all the pain that came before.
You asked for the ready quest to be matchmaker. I think I'm on it. When a bunny and a cat.
Are you sure? Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Yep. I am definitely on the matchmaking quest. Back to the Crystarium. Oh, I don't know why my back is being a jerk tonight. And then the Exarch acting so that's what I'm looking for. So hurt. but why? So we're gonna bring together everyone to Crystarium and try to convince them that everything that they know about the Warrior's Light is false. Got it. Good news is there's not a lot of those. I had to play the piano. Oh good, I can jump on the tables. What? In Final Fantasy 14? Maybe? I don't know. Where are the last two people? One's there, so the crystalline mean will take us where we need to go. Catless. Whoops, I didn't mean to go to the other plaza. Alright. Speak with Alphinaut. Whoops. Also a reminder, if you are interested in the Hades series, a video did get released this morning. The votes are currently tied for what I am using next. Just so everyone's aware.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone.
Glad you enjoyed it, 324.
Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion...
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
No. I'm gonna cry. Except he's alive again.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Speaking of which...
Impossible. I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay. Yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a Warrior of Light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new Warriors of Light!
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
So does he have his memories or not? I'm confused, but I guess I'm gonna find out in a minute.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired under the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
No, I meant like his memories as his time as a ghost.
So, that is a Warrior of Light of the First. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Apparently the Warrior of...
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the Virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selk's failure here in the First, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the Echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Bark, bark.
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work.
Or an Ascian, or an Auger, sorry. Or an Ascian too.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe, as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
Oh, you are here, says Ellignor.
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
once again, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching, hanging out with us on these YouTube streams. I appreciate you. So, we're gonna go see some Viera. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't liked it yet. Don't forget to share the stream with your friends if you think they'd enjoy some Final Fantasy XIV MSQ. Yeah. Y'all are great. Thank you. Pardon for the yawn. Alright. Off to Fanal. Eleanor, I think it was awful rude of the Ruby Weapon quest to not have the gear level requirement before you took the quest. Only when you got to the duty that all of a sudden it said, oh no, you need 455 to get in here. Reminds me I need to do my daily. I just think it's funny. It lets you literally get everything up until the duty. And then it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You can't go any further. Now that we've set up this awesome fight, you can't go any farther because you've only have 430 gear. My goodness. Other way. Nope, that's the way. This is the way. Tabby's working on catching up.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
No.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
Rude.
Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
It's four-legged too.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
The girls will get ready to do something dumb.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly.
Uh-oh.
Wait! Don't! What? But I only... What is happening?
Yeah, you only did, you know, the classic folly of adventuring. Oh, is he a cutie?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Nani? Upon sacred ground retribution, 4 souls have I bound. Yet to heroes proven learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. You would see they're set free. Answer me these riddles 3. Oh dear, riddles. Deft of paw with kin do I vie. Though sought apart betterment, the whole do our efforts to cry. What am I? Deft of paw with kin do I vie. Though sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts to cry. What am I? Deft of paw do I vie. What am I? The Libra are birds, corals are cats, Opo Opo are the lemurs. Oppo. Oppo was keen and shrewd, spirited genuinely by those guys who were not content to prosperity pursuit. Okay. With Fierce and Fang, I travel with Pack. Together we find harmony, thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? Obviously Wolf. My belly do I crawl, strength is prosperity, reign with our hall. What am I? Snake. Test of mind and memory. Choose wisely and you may all go free. Well,
No mercy!
well, you're starting off kind of rude.
Here I come!
No, we have to do the mind teasers. Come on, have a little fun.
I will not hold back! is going to leave a mark!
Still didn't get out in time.
This is going to leave a mark!
I like that the hair is one long braid across the monster.
Let us see how you handle this.
He's getting ready to animate something.
Take this, and that, and this! Away with you!
I'm real glad they have, you know, the ability to keep me alive. Easy enough. Pretty basic mechanics. Which is obviously a good thing. Well, good, because you're dead. People are still retweeting that damn tweet.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
He who would disturb a hero's deserve...
Oh, that hurt my back. Thank goodness. Oh.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? a legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the Echo, in which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might.
Oh, you stole his rhyming now.
Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the XIV's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The Echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory, but if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence.
I don't know.
Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot. Remember us.
Remember me.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Is that so? Well, my wife should know that her mother is here. Thank you for being the messenger. Wait, I was supposed to come here, right? No, not Stillitude, Slitherborough. Why is Y'shtola making me clean her room? Oh, of course she's gonna make the broom walk. Aww. I bet Mr. Catman wanted a Mistress Batoya wife. Oh, we picked up an Alizé too. Hi, Kimmy. Aww. I mean, I love Estinian. He's a butthead, but I love him. Yeah, poor Catman once you stole a... I guess they were too late.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world. So we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is...
Yo, Kimmy's favorite's Baymeric.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it? But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks. Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense.
Got him.
After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least, and 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause. nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
I mean, I guess the only
assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first
is that we only
visit
have
to the
one
Ondo.
more expansion to
If
deal with
anyone
them.
can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
I was actually thinking about that today. What are we gonna do when we don't have Ascians to chase around the universe? I wonder. I truly do wonder if. I mean, it would be really silly seeing as how Final Fantasy XIV is the most profitable Final Fantasy ever. I would find it really strange that Endwalker would actually be the end, and then they turn around and do another Final Fantasy MMO directed by Yoshi P. Because there's no way they are not going to let anybody other than Yoshi take care of that. But I can't imagine they have too many expansions left in them. That would probably be the only way we could go about this, is now we go into calamity prevention, right? So if we visit the other worlds, it's to prevent the calamities, the rejoining from happening from any of those worlds. That would be my... Oh yeah, I need to do this. Well, it's not necessarily that. It is that this plot in particular won't go away until the Ascians are gone. So yeah. I mean, it definitely... The way Yoshi's been talking is, yeah, we will. Because Elidibus is the last one. I I think. And if that's the case, man, like... He has said that the Endwalker is the end of this arc. Like, everything that's been building since A Realm Reborn will be finished in Endwalker. Like, that is the whole point of Endwalker. At least that's my understanding. Could be wrong. Well, based on what we know of that calamity, that was 100% self-inflicted by the Ascians. Because the council, Emmett Selk and his council summoned him and sacrificed various Ascians in the process. Well, technically, I brought the counterpart right after. Warrior of Light did. The original Warrior of Light, who was an Ascian, and probably the 14th council member. Because what's his face that we talked to in the tram made a point that the point in time where we were, there were only 13 council members. And that the 14th hadn't been ascended yet. I would... let me guess, I'm doing this all wrong. I would hazard a guess that the Ascian that would eventually summon Hydaelyn was the 14th council member. And saw what the other 13 were doing and stood in defiance of them. Also, anyone else think it's rude that Bismarck's breath has remained intact? Like, it's pretty rude that even after our mission was done down here, that this stayed in effect. And all these undersea creatures are... learning to evolve very quickly. You don't think it's rude that we left a giant air bubble under the sea? My god, how many more do I have? I mean, it's no wonder that all these creatures down here at the bottom are mad at me. Excuse me. Actually, do excuse me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Sorry, I went to go get some Tums. I was getting really weird indigestion all of a sudden. If anyone's curious, I'm kind of curious. $224 likes, 112 retweets. Wild. Thank you all for watching tonight. Reminder that if you are watching this stream and you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please consider doing so. If you haven't given the video a like, please consider to do so as well. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching this VOD, thank you for watching this far into the VOD. Oh. It's at 1,000 yalms southwest, so it's got to be down in here. Where am I going? East. Seems. Actually. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Wait, where's my elevator? Oh, there. There's my elevator. Right. Okay. Is there a pineapple on my table? No, that's just okay. Just a plant. Why are you blaming Tabby for your blankie? Did Tabby buy you the blankie? Game. I'm just gonna assume you're confused. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Good. Jen deserves to be spoiled. Now that we all could be surprised about. How did I miss this on the way down? Ugh. Tell him he has to wait to 18. Or 21, the very earliest. Also, I'd like to point something out. My favorite thing about 14 right now is the fact that, like, liver is not a vegetable. Yes, we know. How insignificant primals have become the further you get away from a realm reborn. Oh, look! It's the Shoebill. Who is the Shoebill? I feel like the Shoebill is way more important because it's just there all the time. Hey, you. Come here. Just before you go downstairs. Or at the very least, until he can learn to balance a checkbook. And do his taxes. Oh, it's actually a burp though. Oh, thank God. Do it like parents who let their kids play sports and who want to become professional athletes. Do it the same way. Just say you can do it, but you still have to do school and you still have to do something else to prepare yourself for other things. How we doing here? On 5.2. Oh. Like we might get 5.2 done tonight. This is a whale's tail. Okay. Why you make me go all the way to Sullen? Oh, that hurt. But yeah, I've thought about a couple videos recently. One is the review for the game that I'm gonna wait to tell y'all what it is when the review comes out, because I want y'all to be surprised. But I also thought about doing like a Final Fantasy XIV lore in a nutshell. Not in a nutshell, but like a brief glimpse of what Final Fantasy XIV lore is. Now, I don't know if it would do if I haven't convinced myself that I'd be good at writing a script, which is why I do things on YouTube the way that I do them, which is scriptless. I don't ever feel like a script would feel as natural, but at the same time, I would like to read something and not say as much as I do in a video. Uh-oh. Oriange's trying to be Jesus. And Oriange is Jesus. Wait for it. And he lost it. This close. Yep. Oh, did anyone feel Thancred what's going on? Wow. She's not a whale. She just whines like one. I'm not mad. I'm just defending my whale dog. Aww. Aww. So we need to get Thancred back to his body sooner rather than later. Just saying. Oh, sweet. Dad fort. Two gunbreakers and an astrologia walk into a bar. It's a nice table. No rest for the weary. Are you in Heaven's Ward 33-4? Yes, you're in Heaven's Ward. Nice. One of these days I'll put materia in my gear. Hi, Toots. How we doing? Doing good, dude. Just working our way through the post game of Shadowbringers. So basically what I'm hoping to do is every stream, God, I'm glad it got delayed now. Every stream taking out a patch by the looks of this. So Okay. We're almost caught up. But the next two nights will be Final Fantasy III instead. So we get that knocked out of the way. Actually, I say 2 nights. If we are where I think we are in the story of Final Fantasy III, we might finish it tomorrow. Might finish FF3 tomorrow. There's a chance. Interesting place to put a duty. Oh my... Well, I need to do my daily anyway. Effing rude. That's good. I have to get on the Affordable Care Act this year. And let me just tell you, shopping the marketplace is awful right now. It's expensive. I don't want elegant tombstones of poetics. I mean, I think we all could agree to that. my big thing is with getting any kind of health insurance is to go just get a big old checkup on me. Depression, anxiety, all of those things. See if they are medically induced or if they are if it's chemical imbalances or if it's in need of therapy. Probably in need of therapy, to be honest. Oh, I got all but one. This is the dungeon in Heavensward, isn't it? Yes. Oh, it's a constant effect, not just... Oh. Oops. Why do I not remember this boss? I feel like I should remember this boss. But I don't. This whole place is kind of forgettable. Mainly because it comes right after the Heavensward story, and it just kind of is there. Yeah. You buffered over there, Cole. Nice. I like a nice little doze. And not gonna lie, if I'm the guy that causes the doze, I'm okay with that. I've been told my voice is very soothing, and I'll take that as the compliment that it is. Man, way to stroke my ego there, Cole. No one got the treasure coffer on the way. Oh, there's a boss. Not sure how I died there. It did. I didn't have the gear level to... I didn't have the gear level to do the next dungeon. So I decided to get my daily roulette out of the way. And at least get some of that currency. I haven't had to hit my panic button yet. Oh, that was... I should be greeting all of those. Huh. I'll go look at that here in a minute. And then, of course, my roulette took me to somewhere where I get bonus poetics if we win. And I was like, great, bonus poetics. Just what I always wanted. I'm testing this healer out. See how they do. Not in the shadows, Totes. Thanks for the alert, bud. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll agreed that. Even though it's a belt and it's going away in a month. The belt. Final Fantasy XIV has realized how big their numbers have gotten, and so the next patch, which is the patch for Endwalker, which is going to be 6.0, is getting rid of the belt item slot, as well as high quality items, and everything is being rebalanced and everything is being retooled, and they're shrinking boss HP amounts because they've realized exactly how big, if they keep going, that the numbers are just gonna melt the server, so they need to tone it back. Which is really cool introspection by oh no, I super belighted. Yeah, crafting is going to be really interesting. I can't wait. Maybe you are a pretty pink peacock. You ever think about that? Let's go see what this whole mess about tooled off. Also, I like my money. That's what sucks. And then we gotta call it a stream. So... looking for Gunbreaker arms, level 80. Or no. Looking for body. Yeah. Ornate, exotic for both fending. Oh, isn't that cute? Whoo! That is 510 though. Neo-Ishgardian. You said a couple 100,000 gil, Elecnor. We're looking at a solid mill. I don't care about my wish list. Stop. I mean, that's better. Actually, that's nice. Why? I hate that. I hate it so much. I hate... Stop. Screw it. 84,000. Yeah. Looks like... But if I can get... Maybe 2 pieces? Let's go to the bank. Yes, Ulafel, come here. Let's pull a solid 400,000 out and see if I can. No, go away. Bye bye. Bye. The Exarchic Gunblade. Where the hell do you get this thing? 510, it doesn't give me that much of a bonus based on my current. So the cap offending is 200,000. The Exarchic coat offending. Where do I get this thing? Where is it attained from? Armor. So it's a crafted. It is a crafted gear. Got it. Honestly, gotta get the gloves. The hose is 300,000. The Sabatons are 85. Yeah, I figured it's all crafted. I'm just looking for all the slots that are in need of the most upgrade. So, like, technically... Hold on. 430 to 510, that's a pretty large jump. Yeah, all my current blues are 430. All of my... Everything looks like I'm about 430. Except for that one ring that's 418 that's bringing it all down. And this bracelet that's bringing it all down. So how much is that bracelet? That I can do. So if I... The gauntlets, the bracelets, and the ring. That brings us up to 453. So... Now I need to go to... There, that fixed it. Got rid of everything that was 418 that was bringing the average way down. And now we're good to go. Have a good night, 334. I'm almost done anyway. I just want to go do this real quick. I need to go repair it. I don't think there's a mender in here, is there? No. Dun, 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 dun. Is the Dragon Quest thing still going on? Must be, because here's those lovely ladies. Yeah. Everything's repaired. A wind-up Shantado. But yeah, back on the discussion from earlier, I wonder if... part of me wonders if Endwalker will be the last expansion for 14, and they'll make a new MMO on a new engine later. Like, that would be 17, because then we're doing every 3 Final Fantasies is a new MMO, because you had 11, 14, 17. And they build a new engine and either a completely new story or continue from this one. I don't know. But a thought had crossed my mind. See, you say that, Valentine, but I wouldn't put it past him. Glamour. Well, I mean, they make it like Final Fantasy IV was made with PS4 in mind. That's why controller works so well for it. I don't think any of us are ever gonna own a PS5. What's a PS5? I'm not really in the mood to do that. What I am in the mood to do is edit glamour plates, because now I've got jackass. What? Because currently the only gear on me that's not the weather bodyguard look is that, right? So if I do that and I glamour plate, there we go. All right, well, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you're enjoying the streams on YouTube, because we're here to stay. And I'm having all kinds of fun, and that tweet is still going. Holy crap. I know Valentine enjoys it. She can actually see the bloody stream. But there, this is for Nether. Remember to remind myself that I need to put the wave dash at the end. Even though at some point I really should commission my own actual theme song. At any rate, see you all tomorrow night for some Final Fantasy III. And take care of yourselves. Sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the stream with your friends. Have a good night, everybody.